going on, squad? Welcome back to another episode of season 5. Some more early March skiing. I gotta say, this is probably one of the best sort of like late February, March sort of storm cycles we've had in a while. We woke up, it was snowing again. I don't even think it was really slated to snow, probably just about 4 or 5 inches, but with all the recent snow and winds, it kind of came up for a few hours midweek here. Back up at Jupiter just to get some power runs in here with Papa Joe behind me in all white. We're both on our White Walker 116s. I feel like it could have been a 121 day, but the 116 should do just fine. So we're not gonna waste too much time today and just get right into some skiing. Let's drop into a war zone, have a day. Little blue sky poking through. This might be the end of the storm system, but let's see what we got. Woo! As long as it gets up in our face, we do not care. All we want is face shots. Nice little cut through here. Oh.
Nice tree hit, man. That looked awesome.
Yeah, you should see, there should be one that says IC.
I did it with DC, believe it or not.
Yeah. I almost think it's a little, it even might be more where these guys are, but all these are kind of skiable. They're just a little bit rough up top to get in, but if you find a goalie, I would take it. There's nothing you really need to worry about.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, couldn't see. Oh, it's still untrapped. Oh, I couldn't see. I bit my tongue. Ow, I hit a bump. Whoa. Ow. That was a ride. Today's beautiful pow day up here at Jupiter is sponsored by AG1. They are a foundational nutrition supplement that I've been drinking ever since they sent it to me about a few weeks ago now. And one of my biggest goals this 2024 was just sort of cleaning up my entire lifestyle. Since I turned 30 in November, I've kind of just wanted to tighten everything up, eat better, exercise more and harder, but also just sort of make sure I was getting my daily intake of nutrition and supplements and stuff like that. One of the best parts about AG1 is that it acts as just sort of a support for our essential needs that our body has, especially with skiing at a relatively high level and stuff like that. I find that I just have a little bit more just mental clarity throughout the day and also a sustained energy as the day goes on. Previously, I used to kind of drink a lot of afternoon caffeine and just through my own sort of habits this year, but I think also because of the support from AG1, it's just made it so I've had a little bit just sort of more equilibrium state throughout the day. I've been pleasantly surprised with how good AG1 tastes. I've tried other supplements in the category before, and a lot of times they taste like hay or grass or just very bland, but AG1 has this really sweet, almost citrus type taste to it, which makes it really, really easy to get down. Once they've sourced the best and most pure things that they can find, it then goes through a very rigorous and intensive testing process just to make sure there's no contaminants or impurities in the product, which again is just super important that we're not putting unhealthy or poisonous things into our body. Every batch of AG1 is NSF certified, which basically just means that you're getting exactly what is on the label. If you are interested in trying AG1 for yourself, you can go to drinkag1.com/Catania or scan the QR code to get your free welcome kit that includes the canister, shaker, 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2, and 5 extra travel packs of AG1. Thanks again to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. As I turn 30, I'd like to think that my best years are still ahead of me as I embark on this next decade of my life. So thank you again to AG1 for sponsoring the video, being a part of this beautiful pow day up here in Jupiter. But now, I'm sure you guys know, this is one of my favorite zones here. I'm gonna rig up a like unicorn mount and try not to hit any trees, but Jupiter, soft snow, White Walkers, let's go. If I can get over one more, might be pretty good. I gotta be a little careful because I have a very big narwhal. This looks pretty good. Drop. Oh, gotta be careful because I can't see when I get the face shots, but it's so smooth. Haha. Oh. Oh. Nice. Oh, I love this run. Soft pump.
Yeah.
They usually blast right there.
It is, because you don't really, well, you got these big things sticking out over there. At least you got a clear shot there.
Jump out that way where it's not as wobbly.
All right, let me see what you got.
You all right?
Yeah. Yeah. A little
tweak.
What's that?
You tweak something?
A little tweak of my arm, but nothing bad. Need a little more speed off the top just to clear that little knob, I think. Should have just pushed up, started maybe 6 feet higher.
You tweaked because your arm got stuck behind you?
Yeah.
You tweaked
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
I've done that before. I'm obviously no expert when it comes to cliff jumps and stuff like that, but one of the things that I think people don't always keep in mind is that most of the time speed is your friend, because you have more horizontal sort of momentum rather than just, if you go too slow off something, you'll just kind of, the gravity will act on you right away and it'll pull you right down, and it can make the landings a lot harder. So I know it can be scary if you're hitting a rock or something, but most times you want some speed because it helps that sort of horizontal or x-axis trajectory and momentum to equal out the y-axis or up and down. So if you're thinking about a feature, sometimes just rolling off the front of it is harder than a little bit more speed and actually kind of using the momentum in your favor, especially if you have skinny skis or you're not super strong. It'll be very hard to stick that landing. So same theory with mountain biking and stuff off drops. A lot of times with more speed it's easier, but again, no expert, but a lot of times when I hit stuff, I would rather have the speed and just know that I'm going to be going a little bit bigger, but the landing should be nicer. So that's the smoke shack off Portuguese. Very fun once. Really had to pop that one. A little bit too much arm flapper, but so soft up on the cornice. There's no spot to really get a footing. Nice.
What I'm gonna do, I'd like to see if we can go through those couple of, that little evergreen shoot. I'll come down through this and we'll fade left so I don't bottleneck, because those trees get bottlenecked, you know what I mean?
All right, then I'll probably come below the evergreens and pick you up as you come through them.
Okay, and then I'll fade left. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
What's one tip for people skiing steeper terrain?
It's all about your hands. Got to keep your feet under you and your hands out front. Stand up tall.
Okay.
Tell me when.
Yep, you're good.
I thought I almost lost you. Stand up tall, hands out front, feet back. That's how you do it.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
All right, damn.
Yeah.
You know, right on that shoulder.
No, it's all good. All right, that was great.
I think the best way to sort of end a jupe day is by hiking up to the peak. Done this plenty of times on the channel. I really think it's probably some of the best skiing on the mountain, and just a great way to sort of send it off, because you can go all the way down to the bottom. And honestly, the hike from the jupe side is not bad at all. And that's probably one of the few times where we were really kind of breaking trail. It just was so windy. So it's kind of post-holing our way up, but made it up here, no one's here. Probably the most challenging lines you can find up at Jupiter, but it's just not like necessarily super accessible. Nice little Jupiter peak to end the day. Should be good.
Like usual.
Yeah.
You want to go in this?
Yeah, I'm down. We haven't really done it this year. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's basically right through this shot and off this cliff into there.
Yeah.
That's what it was. There's no room for air.
No, and there's rock.
Yeah, that's all. You'd have to just point it straight and go. But I've skied this before. I'm gonna hit this rock. It's pretty good.
Seems pretty flat on the other side though.
Not really.
Which side you gonna go off?
I'm just gonna go straight off it.
All right, see what you think. I'm not gonna hit it straight off because it's too.
Can you see anything below it?
Yeah.
Before.
I see a bomb hole.
Is there like a legit that bomb hole?
Well, I see all, no, but I see all tracks. It just kind of went underneath it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll kind of come off it.
Right.
Start spin it
Yep.
a little bit more.
That's what I was.
You could even go off that way. Joe always kind of makes me second guess. Joe always plays it safe, which I think is good for me, but... Woo! We got some sunshine! Haha! Yeah! I hope you guys enjoyed a little father-son POW day up at Jupiter. Ended up being a really great day. Some fresh snow. Can't really ask for much more. And just to remind you guys, my dad is 63 years old. He just turned 63 in March. So the fact that he's hitting things like the smoke shack and those little rocks, I mean, I know they don't like look big to a lot of people, but you know, when I'm 60 plus, I hope I'm still pushing myself to do that sort of stuff. I just always get nervous that he's a lot more fragile. So, you know, I don't want him to get hurt doing that, but he's still in the game, still trying. So by the time you guys see this video, I think I will be heading north up to British Columbia for the sickest trip of the year by far. I will be heli skiing up in the Purcell Mountains up in Golden, British Columbia. Lots more to come with that, so stay tuned. I know kind of most people are probably out of ski mode, but I think the most exciting stuff is still yet to come. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all the support. Thank you to AG1 for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, fam.